how does the digitization of security look like in different cities around the world. That's important to how we live together, how we feel in a city. A lot of the scholarship that we have is very oftentimes focused on a few cities in the US, but to be fair, we still know very little about how this actually looks like on the ground. And as someone who's from Colombia, who's lived in different places around the world, I actually wanted to know, how does this look like in Medellin? Like, do we have facial recognition like we did in the US? Or does someone look at the security cameras? How does this look like in a small city, even in France, trying to really understand the context, trying to really understand the local incentives, what are the needs? It's different to adopt security technology in a place that has a lot of security threats, like Medellin, than a place that may be safer. Digital technologies are often magnifiers. An example that might be familiar to a bunch of people is misinformation. There's always been misinformation, but social media magnifies significantly. This is not only about governments to citizens, it's also horizontally citizen to citizen. That's what we saw in the murder of George Floyd, right? It was someone with a phone making an injustice very, very visible and really starting a massive social movement and mobilization. As technologies get translated into tools, there are tools that are designed for something very particular in mind, and it's very hard to say this is apolitical, more than good or bad. The extreme example, of course, are, for example, killer drones. Killer drones are not to, play around like you would play with an airplane drone. They have a very particular end that is very political and some people would say problematic from the beginning. CCTV cameras or more sophisticated cameras are not the only way in which security is being digitized. So there are many other things. There's a lot of data analytics that allow city governments to have insights on crime and security in a particular city. The digitization of security is giving a lot of power to the people who have access to technology. Most people want to feel safe. The question is how, the question is what are the trade-offs. People actually know if they feel safe or not. The experts benefit from hearing from people what their experience looks like, and normal people, youth especially, benefit from being in conversation with experts, gaining the vocabulary, understanding how they're thinking. But we need to create the spaces where we're able to have that conversation to begin with.